Hey everybody, this is Drew from Clean Cheap Shots. I've got an SGC reveal today, very short one, actually just 4 cards. And then I've got some 1955 Topps graded cards that I purchased recently to help complete that set that I'm working on. And I did want to do a few shout outs if I could, so I'm going to mix that in there as well. So the first thing I want to show you is this 1952 Topps Yogi Berra. Now, several videos back, you probably saw where I had cracked this out of a GAI slab, and I was convinced it was real, and I looked it over pretty carefully, but I did not see that it was altered. I had sent it into PSA. PSA sent it back. I'd asked them just to authenticate it, and they didn't do that. So my buddy Mark over there, Rude Dog 21, offered to send it into SGC for me. So thanks, Mark. I appreciate you doing that. But it came back authentic. It's still a nice looking card. I don't know how it's been altered. You know, I can tell you, and I'll zoom it in here a little bit. Little black marking on the back there. I don't. It looks like it's from the printing from the company, but heck if I know. Aside from that, again, I'll zoom in. I really don't know what the problem is. If you look close enough there, there's a little bit of a paper loss / crease. Again, printing in my opinion there. But either way, nice looking card, and I'm happy to have it back. And again, thanks Mark for doing that for me. So before I move on to the other cards, I want to do a quick shout out. And the reason I want to do that is, you know, when I first got started, folks really threw my name out there, and it really helped get my subscription count up, and I appreciated that. And so it's something that I wanted to do too, and I'm going to do that in the coming weeks. I'm going to do a couple here today. The first one is Mike, the Sporting History Collector. At this time, he's got 168 people that has subscribed to him. He recently showed his, I'll call it his autograph room or card room, and he had a lot of beautiful Brooklyn Dodger stuff in there, and it was a lot of fun to watch. But he shows some cards, and he talks about history, and he combines all that together, which I really enjoy. It's something that I like to do as well. So, Mike, keep up the good work. Really enjoy what you're doing over there. The next card I have that I'll show you in my reveal here is, again, from SGC, this Tommy John. And it's graded as a 7. Now, this is the card, one of the cards that I had sent in to PSA, and they came back as minimum size. And if we pull out, as you know, if you watch my videos, you'll see that if I can get it out of here, I do these, there we go. I do these little tabs to kind of keep myself reminded of what it was I picked up and where I got it from. But again, 68. I wrote that I thought it was going to be a PSA 5, but it came back as a rough cut. Or rather, I thought it was a rough cut. Apologize. Picked it up for $1. But more importantly, what I really wanted to accomplish today was to show you this Tommy John minimum size from PSA. And then you have SGC going out there and grading it as a 7. And it's really centered very well. Very nice. Not perfect, but pretty darn close. So, yeah, let me see if I can zoom it in. I'll see if we can see it up there in the right-hand corner. That's why I thought it was kind of a rough cut. And along the left there, too, you're going to see that it's not, you know, perfect. Bottom's not bad, and most of the right's pretty good, but again, anyway. So the next card that came back from PSA, let me zoom that back out again, was this one, Tim McCarver. And again, minimum size. And here we have Tim McCarver coming back. And I can't remember what I wrote. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to PSA 7 looks like I had, and a dollar pickup card. So not bad for a dollar pickup. Again, PSA would not slab it, saying it was minimum size, but SGC did me the honor of grading it a 7. So, and then before I show the last card, again, I want to do another quick shout out, and that's to the Cincinnati Kid. He's got 142 subs at this point, and he started his channel not too long ago, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he has out there yet to come. So, in Cincinnati Kid, I thought you had reached out to me in a message and said that you were going to email me and you wanted to connect outside of YouTube, which is perfectly fine. I've been having some trouble with Outlook, I guess. I think people have been sending me emails and I'm not getting them, and I'm sending them and they're not getting. I don't know what's going on, so I've added another email account to my About section. Give that a try, Cincinnati Kid, if you're watching this, and hopefully we can connect. And then the last card in that reveal for SGC is this Jim Bunning. And the Jim Bunning, as you can see, came back as, you guessed it, minimum size. So, and I believe this was a dollar pickup. I don't have my little sticker. I must have lost the darn thing. But 6.5, it's certainly off-center. But for a dollar pickup, I can live with that. And so those are the 4 cards I got back from SGC. Again, thanks, Mark, over there, RudeDog21. And then I've got some 1955 Topps cards that I recently picked up. Again, trying to get a completely graded 55 set now that I've got my 53 done. And so here's those. Jim Davis, PSA 5. Love the coloring. The old Chicago Cubs logo is kind of cool. And also Bob Borkowski of the Cincinnati Reds. And that's a 6. I love the cartoons and trivia on the back. If a fielder throws his glove and stops a batted ball, what's being called here? And if I remember, it's a triple. The batter's given a three bases automatically. Yep. Here we go with Ted Kazansky, PSA 5. The answer might surprise you. Who struck out the most times in World Series play? Babe Ruth. And here we have Bob Keegan for the Chicago White Sox, PSA 5. Card number 10. When you're on deck, what does it mean? You're up next. Oh, let's see. Frank Baumholtz, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Chicago Cubs, PSA 6. Let's see what the trivia is here. What was the time for the fastest 9-inning game in baseball? 51 minutes. Giants against the Phillies in 1919. And then the last thing was one more shout out. He's not a YouTube content creator, but Yaz Fan has been commenting a lot on my videos, and I just want to thank him for that. And he was also one person that said that he had emailed me, and I didn't get it. So Yaz Fan, if you're watching this, I apologize. I'm not getting your emails, but I have, again, stuck another email in my About section of my YouTube channel. Try that email, and hopefully we'll connect. So who's right here, folks? Is it SGC grading it and giving it a 7? Is PSA right by not grading it? But what really kind of bothers me about PSA is really the transparency. And again, too, as I've mentioned before in my other videos, you know, if it's minimum size, why not grade it? It's not been altered. It hasn't been trimmed. If it had been, they would have labeled it as such. So if it is slightly shorter, perhaps it came out of a vending box. What's the problem with grading it? Did SGC think it was minimum size and just graded it anyway? I don't know the answer to that either. But who's right here? SGC? PSA? I don't know the answer, folks, but I'd be interested in knowing what your comments are. Well, that's all I've got for you today. Hope everybody's staying warm. Hope everybody had a safe and great New Year's. So with that, card farmers, keep growing your collection. Thanks for watching.